Stephen Hawking, who died elderly 76, battled engine neuron illness to be one of the largest respectable and top-known scientists of his year. A man of large humor, he became a famous envoy for scientific and was ever cautious to provide how the general social had prepared accessing to his job. His volume A Short Story of Period became an hardly top seller, though it is not clear how lot human beings in fact controlled to get to the end of it. He emerging in a quantity of famous TV shows and great lent his synthesized vote to different recordings. Stephen William Hawking was unborn in Oxford on January 8, 1942. His dad, a study biologist, had excited in his mom of London to flee Deutsche Bomb. Hawking grew up in London and St Albans following getting a at first-class extent in physical science of Oxford, went on to Cambridge for graduate study in cosmological. As an adolescent he had enjoyed equine riding and boating, but time at Cambridge he was undiagnosed in a shape of engine neuron illness that was to keep him nearly fully paralyzed. As he was preparation to wed his at first woman, Jen, in 1964 his doctors gave him no more than rather than 2 or 3 years of lifetime. But the illness progressed more than slow rather than anticipated. The pair had 3 family, and in 1988, though Hawking was by now just capable to say in a vote synthesizer next a tracheotomy, he had finished A Short Story of Period, a layperson's manual to cosmological. It sold out more than rather than 10 millionth copies, though its writer was aware how it was duplicated. Same largest famous volume never recite. He acquired honorable degrees, medals, prizes and awards through his career and was honored in a CBE in 1982. He was, according to reports, proposed a chivalry in the 1990s, but after show he had rotated it downward above issues by the government's financing for scientific. Hawking found the event that became named as Hawking emission, wherever dark holes leakage power and wither to anything. He was famous for his emergency power to visualize research solutions out of calculating or experimental. But it was maybe his theoretical of all, offering how the world evolves onto so defined laws, how brought largest focus. The full set of laws can offer us the answers to questions. Love, how did the world start, he told. Wherever is it departure, and will it include and late? If so, how will it late? If we discover the answers to these questions, we very shall aware the reason of deity. Hawking's celeb statute was recognized, though by The Simpsons, he was represented potable at a bar in Pigeon, offering he might rob Pigeon's concept how the world is profiled. Love a donut. The Fate team Rose Floyd utilized his distinguishing synthesized vote for the introduced to hold speaking, on their 1994 scrapbook The Department Chime. Irrepressible by his state, he extended his job as Lucasian Prof of Math at Cambridge College, and in 2001, his other volume, World in a Nutshell, was published. He believed his disease driven several benefits. He told Up he advanced the illness he had been miserable in lifetime. But his state necessarily done him dependent on other. He frequently pay homage to his woman, who had looked following him for more than rather than 20 year, and friends and loved ones were stunned while he leftward her for one of his medical staff, Elaine Bricklayer, whom he married in 1995. The pair after dissolved in 2006. By 2000, Hawking was a common guest to the disaster division of Addenbrooke's clinic in Cambridge, searching treat for a kind of injuries. Police force surveyed several human beings on concoction how he had been exposed to word and natural misuse above a time of year. He was named to be an unstable, nearly foolish motorist of his electrical invalid carriage, and Hawking insisted his injuries were not inflicted by misuse. No activity was undertaken. In 2007, he became the at first paralytic to expertise zero gravity on executive board the as-called vomiting comet, a updated aircraft specifically intended to imitate null seriousness. He told he did it to promote concern in area journey and ordered a chair on Sir Richard Branson's maiden Galaxy submarine orbital area aircraft. I trust how lifetime on land is at an always increasing hazard of creature graded out by a calamity such as flash nuke warfare, a genetically designed viral infection, or some dangers. I believe the humane racing has no next if it doesn't go in area. I thus wish to promote social concern in area. In 2014, the movie The Theoretical of All was liberated, relying on Jen Hawking's expense of their suit and wedding. Hawking oneself met Eddie Redmayne as portion of the artists preparing for take on the part of the scholar. In a episode for the opening canal, he told it was excellently reasonable to suppose down there was smart lifetime in another place, but alerted how aliens might fare attack land of its asset and later go on. Hawking as well forecasted the end of humanness of world heating, a big comet or a new viral infection. He collaborated in Ruski depositor Euro Milner in 2015 to job on projects to discover testimony of foreigner lifetime. He one day wrote how he had engine neuron illness for almost all his age lifetime, but told how it had not stopped him possessing an appealing household and creature success in his job. It shows, he told, how one requirement not miss expect.